Welcome to another edition of MSA's Center Stage. We're here at Heinz Field, and we're three Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Left to right, let's go with Jake Wolfson, tailback, a junior. Right here to my left is Kellen Stout, the quarterback. He's a junior. And to my immediate right, the big man Alex Buchser, offensive and defensive tackle. Let's start with Alex. Alex, a senior. Talk to us about what this Mount Lebanon team's going to bring this year that's a little different than what you guys had last year.
We're trying to bring a lot more intensity than we did last year. I'm not to say that our team wasn't very intense last year, but there's just some points in a game when you got to come out when you make a big play. And a team's got to build around the momentum. A lot of times we couldn't do that. We would get fumbles in big games, like against NA. We had 2 fumbles, couldn't build off that momentum. If we get a team down like that, we're going to step on their throat and we're going to take them out.
Being one of the senior leaders, been a key position, offensive line, defensive line. Talk to us about the line play on this team. What do you guys expect from it this year?
We have a lot of young guys coming in, a lot of inexperienced guys. Not to say that they're not good. Personally, I think we're going to have one of the best offensive lines in the league this year. We got junior coming up, Matt Hoffman. He played as a sophomore last year. Me and him are the only 2 who have varsity experience. And we have another senior who's going to play center. I have big expectations for him, and I think he does for himself. And then we got another junior who's going to play guard, and then our last guard spot is probably going to go to a sophomore. A lot of pressure going to be put on him, I know, because I played as a sophomore. In quad A football, that's a lot of pressure, but I think he can handle it. He's mature.
Let's move a little bit to the guys that you're going to be paving the way for. First, let's talk to Kellen Stout. Kellen, you're the quarterback. You're a junior. Talk to us about what it's like to have a good offensive line where you know you're going to be protected.
Oh, it's big. It gives you a lot of confidence. From behind the line, taking your drops, knowing that you'll be protected by guys like him and another guy, Matt Hoffman. He's also a tackle, and it gives me a lot of confidence to step up in the pocket, make big plays, make good throws.
Now, as a quarterback, I mean, your job, obviously, the big job on the team. You're one of only 11 guys on offense, but it's a big role for you. You're a junior. Is it your first year starter?
Yes.
Talk to us about your progression and how you got to this point.
Well, last year I was behind a guy, Tyler Roth, who was a good quarterback, and it's tough. With a year being a backup guy, it kind of set my mentality for what I wanted to do. There's no way I was sitting another year, sitting from the sideline, stuff like that. And, I think that was big for me because it kind of set the tone for
one of the guys you're going to be handing the ball off to, our far left, is Jake Wolfson, a junior, a fellow junior. Jake, running back. You got some talent on the line. You got a talented quarterback. You got a talented team. Talk to us about last year. You got to the quarterfinals. What does your team expect this year?
Yeah, last year we had a great season, but I think this year we're expecting a lot more. Getting to the quarterfinals, we've been stuck there the past 2 years, losing both up in North Allegheny. So we're going up there this year for our first game. I think we really want to set the tone. I think we're going to have a lot of confidence going into that game. We have a few guys coming back, like Alex on the line, where we have a few receivers on defense. And I think this year we want to have a lot more swagger. We want to go out and expect to win more. I think last year we kind of could have done a better job of that, and this year we're going to try to really have that expectation for ourselves.
You guys are getting into the limelight now as juniors. Mount Lebanon's had a pretty good tradition with a lot of good athletes, and you guys are just getting to the point where you're going to start getting noticed, and you see some of your fellow teammates going on to colleges. What are your hopes and dreams, not only for this Mount Lebanon team, but for yourself in the future, your junior and senior year?
I think really just working hard, try to work as hard as I can every day and get better. And I think the noticing and college experience will come if I work hard and if I really just set my focus on being the best player that I can be and trying to be the best team player that I can be as well.
Kellen, how about you? What are you thinking about for your future? What do you want to do besides football when you leave school? What do you want to do when you go to school? What do you want to take on as major?
I haven't really thought much about that. It's kind of stressful to me.
Okay.
It's kind of, I don't really try not to think about it, but I think I'll fall into something good. I like history and stuff. I try to veer away from math, and I'm not a fan of that.
Okay. Alex is senior. Obviously, you also are track star, as Jake is, and a wrestler. Kellen's a wrestler. Talk to us about your senior and what you're thinking about after this year as far as college.
I really don't try to think too far ahead. Really focusing on this season because we think we can do great things, but of course, it's in the back of my mind, what am I going to do after my last senior year of football? I mean, of course, track. But with track, it's you're on a team.
Yeah.
But
Are you throwing discus shot?
Discus and
Or are you
shot.
running a 100-meter dash? Come on.
I mean, if they ask me to run a 400, I'll
Yeah,
run a
you'll do
400.
that. Okay.
But I mean, with a sport like track, it's great for the individual to see how far you can push yourself, how much you can do on your own. But nothing compares to playing football.
Being an offensive lineman, being a lineman, there's got to be a lot of schools thinking, boy, this kid's big.